And we're on Monday. This is Private Practice. Welcome to a brand new week, everybody. Whew. Did that come about really quickly for you? It felt like it came around really quickly for me. Yep, there we are. Shoo. It's 4:30 Monday afternoon already. I must admit, I'm a little nervous this week. I'm nervous because I am Sophie-less. Sophie's allowed to take annual leave. This week happens to be one of those weeks. I know she won't be watching because she's not a fan of all things work all of the time. So Sophie, it is my pleasure to wish you a super duper happy birthday, and we will celebrate next week when you are here. Thank you, Facebook, for letting me know it was Sophie's birthday. I'm not sure if you're aware, but last week we actually had somebody request a topic of information or a topic that they would like me to speak into. So Amy Parks, this is for you. This week, I'm going to speak into playing small. I'm going to speak into why we play small, how it turns up in our world. I want to give us the opportunity to be able to explore it together. I want us to get real and raw and be honest that playing small actually sometimes feels really good because it helps us to feel comfortable. Hey, Priscilla, good evening to you. So playing small actually came up for me on the weekend. I wasn't expecting it to, but it did. So I had my whole business work life go in a good way. It freaked me out, let me assure you, and I was like, I can't. So one of the things that stops us as health professionals from embracing new or being possibility thinkers is that we are awesome risk managers. We help our clients manage risk all the freaking time. So clients come to us and they need to feel safe. We create safe space. We help them undertake activities in a way that feels safe. We help them manage physical safety. We help them manage emotional safety. So whether we like it or not, we are always thinking from a risk management point of view. It's what we do innately. So I don't know about you, but I don't like crossing the road unless I use a pedestrian crossing, because all I see are all the clients who have gone before me who now have spinal cord injuries, amputations, or brain injuries as a result of pedestrian accidents. It's my experience. It's how my neurons have now been wired because I manage risk, particularly around traffic. I also had a parent who died in a motor vehicle accident, so I have some heightened sensitivity around traffic. So I'm into risk management around traffic. Hello, my gorgeous sister Adele. Oh, look at that. Priscilla and Adele are here. That's pretty darn cool. So playing small turns up for us when we automatically go into, it's really a conscious thought. I can't. What about this? Now, I was working with one of my practice building clients last week, and she was telling me about some difficulties she was having with her team members. She's got team members all over the USA. She finds it difficult to get good quality team members to stay with her doing the work that she needs done the way she needs it done. So I have listened to her talk about this for 12 months, and it's getting to the point where we need to work out a different employment strategy for her. What's gotten her this big is not going to help her get bigger. So I just suggested to her something as simple as maybe you need to build a call center type of environment, have all the people that you want working for you come into the center, have shifts so that people are able to cover all the different time zones. Automatically, she went into a list of reasons why this was not possible. That is what we do. That is how playing small turns up for us. It is automatic. We automatically go to all the things that feel risky, all the things that feel bad, all the things that can't work. We're wired that way. Well, if we've been doing this work for any length of time, we are wired that way. Just think of how hard it is to get a client to take any risk at all, a risk of going outside, a risk of using a new piece of equipment, a risk. I've got a whole bunch of evidence at the moment that says that using meditation apps is risky for one of my clients because they feel so unsafe and so scared and not being able to control the consequences because they don't know what the consequences are. So playing small is going to turn up for us when we feel out of control and we feel like we can't control the consequences. Playing small is also going to turn up when somebody gives us an opportunity to do something that we've never done before. So I remember the first time I was offered a paid speaking engagement. I was terrified. I would have lost sleep over that. I lose sleep pretty easily though. Let's just be honest about that. But I practiced and practiced and practiced and practiced and practiced and probably bored people silly about how much practicing I was doing because I had never done it before. But nothing could prepare me for what it was like to speak in front of an audience because I had never done that before. Now I'm like, give me an audience, give me a topic to speak on. Do you want them motivated, inspired? Do you want their butts whacked? Do you want change to occur or do you want people to feel good? What do you want? I can make that happen because I've done it so many times. However, writing a book, I wanted to play small. I could not tell you how many times last year when this book was coming out that I didn't want it to come out. When I had to hit, yes, all those edits are okay, please send it to print, I seriously did not feel good. I wanted to play it small. I was like, no, we don't need this. I do not need the rest of the world having yet another thing to be able to critically evaluate me on. That is exactly how it felt. So our brains get in the way. Our experience gets in the way, our neural programming gets in the way, and consequently, we're left feeling like we're playing small. But that's okay. We can fix that. Once we recognize that playing small is going to turn up, we can plan for it. And one of the easiest ways to do that is not say yes or no in the moment, but give yourself time to think about it. I am a great person that says yes to everything and then works out how later, which annoys a lot of the people around me, aka my son, my husband, and the Sophie. I'm great at doing things on the run. I operate at really high energy, except when I'm not. And I'm a strong problem solver. I'm good at it. It's just what I do. But not everybody's like me. So if you need the opportunity to go, that sounds like a great opportunity, let me think about it or let me get back to you on it. And don't automatically go to all of the things that can't be done, but give yourself permission to think about what are the possibilities here. Now, there's lots of other ways that playing small turns up, and I really want to talk about it over the coming week. I want us to be able to dig down into this because it's not just as simple as saying flick a switch. It's about changing a behavior, but it's also about changing something that's almost become innate to most of us. If we are working with people and we're working with really vulnerable people, then we're always looking out for risk. Even like Linda and Adele here on this call today, you guys are always looking out for the risk that your kids are going to take. I'm now picturing the day that we had to get Adele's hand off the stove as she put it on a hot plate because, well, she burned her hand, but the risk was that was a horrible thing. And we all felt bad about that, and not as bad as what she did. Sorry, Adele, I hope you're okay with me sharing that story. The other thing I just want you to remember is that if you can make a decision to play small, and that's okay, you need to know where you're at, and when you're there. And if you've got really big vision and you don't know how to get yourself there, the chances are you just need to focus on the next step. So with me on the weekend, I had this whole brand new opportunity present itself and I became paralyzed. Now that's rare for me. I usually have an incredible sense of, yes, we need to do that, or no, we don't. In this particular instance, I became paralyzed. We're going to talk some more into that this week on how we can manage our emotions in those moments. So playing big, playing small, doesn't matter, you're playing. So thank you for turning up and playing. If you've got some questions or some thoughts or some insights into this whole concept of playing small, I would love to hear from you this week. Please invite your friends to come. My goal is to do one of these every day this week. I have actually gone and scripted out 5 days worth of content. Well, not scripted out. I've got headings of things we're going to talk about. But I think it's an important question. So again, thank you to Amy for asking the question and asking me to speak into this. So as the rest of you are preparing for your week, I want to encourage you to be intentional. It's incredibly easy for you to be freaked out on a Sunday night, overwhelmed by your diary or your commitments or the lack of money that's in the bank account or the overabundance of bills that need to be paid, like that reframe, working on that one. Intentionally think about what you want your week to be. And the best way I've learned to do this is, how do I want to feel by Friday? And my answer is always, I want to feel like I've done a good job. Thank you, Priscilla. It's important for me to feel like I've done a good job. I didn't feel like I had done a good job last week because I left so many things undone. I want to feel like I've done a good job. So that's not about money. That's not about numbers of clients I've seen. That's about how I feel intrinsically, knowing that I have done a good job. So that's my encouragement to you. How do you want to feel come Friday? Because that is a much, much better guide to whether you're playing big or small, successfully or unsuccessfully, than anything else. All right, fabulous people. I'm going to leave it there for the afternoon. I have a few more things I need to do. I worked out I've got to see 7 clients tomorrow. If you're praying, pray for me. That's a lot of clients for me in a day. And I've got about 3 hours worth of driving to do. Yay! I will see you tomorrow afternoon, where I may have really big black circles under my eyes. Go be your awesome self.